how you going? Welcome back to another episode of the Girl Diaries. Last weekend I experimented with making my own veggie boxes to plant some seedlings before I went away. It was a very hurried process because I was like, I need to get these seeds in before I go away and hopefully that they grow when I get back, really, just like neglect them. So I have put together a little video of some sustainable gardening tips and also my progress in making my own pallet beds out of old wooden pallets I got for free. It was a very tough and challenging process, but I just wanted to share with you the whole process I go through with using what I have and making do. So I hope you enjoy this little episode of me sharing some sustainable gardening tips while putting together my veggie box. And in reflection, the veggie box I made will be done and redone and made better next time, but it was very quick. I just wanted to get it done and get those seeds in. So I hope you enjoyed today's short little episode of the Girl Diaries. See you next time. I am trying to use as many recycled materials as possible with my garden. I'm trying to decrease the amount of plastic I use as well, as I want this garden to work with the environment, not against it, because there's just so much plastic out there, and there's also so many free materials as well, such as these pallets, which you can see I'm having a challenging time with because I don't have the strength or knowledge of how to pull these pallets apart, because basically I'm going to use them as the foundations for my veggie garden, but I need to fill in the gaps. I need to remove all the excess wood to put it on the other side. So yes, that is what I'm doing. Welcome to my vision. I'm using these secondhand free pallets to make a veggie bed out of. But I have to somehow thin out the wood, cut it up so that I can fill in the gaps, etc. So it was a very long, tedious process of me trying to put a box together out of these free pallets. Please enjoy me and my attempt to do this. Even that method didn't work. Back to the drawing board. It's just a friendly reminder to anyone who likes DIY and wants a budget and wants things for free. It does not come for free. It is a lot of hard work. Let's take a short break from this frustration and move on to sustainable gardening tip number 2. Another tip to weed banning is cardboard. Find cardboard a great alternative in your garden. Make sure you remove all the plastic. Toss that in the bin. And instead of putting these leaves out, I am going to simply if you've got a big area to fill, I highly recommend getting soil in bulk. It's less plastic and often way cheaper. This is going to fill up my veggie garden. Wow, would you look at that? I did my veggie garden. I filled it with random things. But anyway, if you've got a large volume to fill and then you got lots of soil, doesn't mean you necessarily need to buy a whole bulk of soil to fill that whole capacity in that area. Instead, you can fill it up with multiple things. This is what I've been using to put in my garden veg box before I put the soil in. So So right in the bottom, I put a layer of cardboard to stop any weeds and to really like bulk up the veggie box. I apologize, I meant to film it, but I kind of just got frustrated and just wanted to get this thing done. So then I added a whole bunch of grass clippings, tree branches, those sorts of things to lift up the height of volume within the box, meaning the less soil needed to be used. So I just found random things, organic materials around my garden that I knew I could pop in there, from compost to leaves to tree branches to cardboard, and then I only needed less soil to fill up the rest before I started planting. Also, side note, because I couldn't rip off the pallets to fill in like the gaps in between, I kind of just filled it up with like random things to basically seal the box so that the soil wouldn't come out like in between the pallet gaps. So obviously I'm thinking of redoing this and making it way better. But again, like it was just very much get it in, get it done kind of scenario. Don't mind my appearance, the rain came out of nowhere and when I was loading my last lot of dirt and then I'm covered in it. But anyway, it's all part of the look and all part of the fun of gardening. So my last sustainable gardening tip would be to plant multiple species together. So rather than just a monoculture where bugs are going to thrive because it's only one type of plant, they're going to eat it, they're going to destroy it, and they're going to eat your veggies. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm planting a range of different plants, from cauliflower to herbs to carrots to beans, and then in between I'm going to put in some plants such as marigolds, chives, nasturtiums, however you say that, and these are like benefiting plants so that the bugs will go to them rather than going to veggies. And I'm going to make sure that I plant everything complements each other, like different veggies, so that they're going to thrive and not confuse the space or growing area. Now I'm going to pick up, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's my plan of the day where I'm just like, I'm just going to plant here and here there, knowing that these grow okay here or these grow okay here, and water it and see how I go. So definitely do some planting. As it is autumn, I am planting my winter veggies, so cauliflower, broccoli, and then a couple of herbs that will do okay before the winter comes, and a couple of beans and carrots because they won't develop until after winter. So for me, it's just understanding what you can plant in your temperature and your climate and what's going to go okay over the winter. So again, this is a bit of an experiment. I'm just going to throw a whole bunch of things in here, not literally, but we'll see what happens. Holes for my beans. Recycled trellises for my beans. Well, that's the Land Girl Diaries for today. Entry closed. And for those following along at home, here is my garden that I slightly neglected for 3 to 4 weeks while I was away. It's going pretty good and I'm pretty happy with it. I've just thrown a whole bunch of things in there, but it's growing. Charlie, where are you? I have a visitor. Look, I have a visitor. Hi, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, he wants to be outside, but me and a hammer, not a good mix, as you can see.